Hey EDGR 601, it's Dr. J here with another video. Today we're going to do a capstone course discussion. You should have already viewed the dual nature of 601 video. In that video we mentioned the literature review. The literature review is a big part of this course, and it's also a big part of your capstone course because whatever you do for your literature review in this class is going to follow you to your capstone class. Let's get started talking about 696, practitioner inquiry. This is all about you, the practitioner. If the problem that's driving your research is a lack of parental involvement in your classroom, then what practitioner inquiry is going to teach you is how you, the teacher, can make changes. It's going to teach you, and at the end of the day, it's going to give you an actual professional development plan, how you can get those parents into your classroom. And the cool thing about 696 is that you get to collect data in 696, where in the other capstone courses, you don't necessarily get to do that. You're collecting data about you, the researcher. You're not looking at your students' data. You are collecting data about what have you done to make a change. 696 is about looking at your experiences as a teacher and how those experiences shape you moving forward. In the example we're talking about, parental involvement, in 696, you're going to talk about getting on the phone, calling parents. You're going to talk about knocking on parents' doors. You're going to talk about writing letters, anything you can do to get those parents into your classroom. And you'll have a whole professional development plan to share with your peers at the end of the day to say, hey, this is what I've done. This is what I've learned through my master's program. It's about experiences. It's about you, the researcher, the teacher, the student. 696 is a great course. It's a fun course, and it's something that you're going to take with you throughout your career as an educator. The next course we're going to talk about is 698, Action Research. Action research is something that educators do every day. Probably don't even know it. In action research, what you're going to do is you're going to take that problem, and let's talk about the same problem, lack of parental involvement in your classroom. You're going to take that problem, and you're going to look at multiple solutions to the problem. So let's say through research you come across some solutions to lack of parental involvement, such as increasing volunteer opportunities or giving parents a role in the decision-making process at the school. You're going to look at those, and you're going to write what the literature says about them. And when I use the word literature, I'm talking about primary research studies that have been published in peer-reviewed journals. You are going to research the research, so to speak. All you're going to be doing is reading articles on these and synthesizing the data in the literature review in this class, and then in 698 you take that to the next level. You're going to create an action research implementation plan for how you would implement this research in your classroom. Now, what's the difference between 696 and 698? They sound similar. In 698, you're looking at the school level, the classroom level, the school district level perhaps. It's a slightly bigger lens. In 696, you are focused solely on you. This is the only thing you're worried about. You're worried about you in 696. 698 is a broader lens, and you're also looking at several opportunities, and you're synthesizing those opportunities. In 698, when you've looked at those opportunities, you're going to focus on one that you can key in on and really decide this action research is going to be the best for me. These are your capstone course options, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to your instructor, and I look forward to seeing you in some new videos.